Good morning. Good morning. How are you this December morning? Can you believe we're in December? And it snowed. First time I've seen snow in Scotland since I moved here. So the dogs have had major fun this weekend. Some of them, obviously, Buzz has come from Greece, so never really seen snow. He was eating it. So, yeah, it's been a fun weekend with all the snow. I hope you are feeling good, that if you're in business, you are ready for this Christmas season. If you see a peak in sales during the Christmas season, I hope that, your plans are going well for Christmas. So this morning, I am going live today because I am actually going over to Newcastle tomorrow for my annual Christmas dinner with my networking group in Newcastle. And I'm off to see my mum before Christmas. So I will be out of the business all day tomorrow. Obviously, I normally do my live on a Tuesday morning. And I'd like to say, I was a couple of minutes late. I'd like to say I had computer problems, but as you can probably guess, I had doggy problems. I'm a bit windswept. I've been in the garden till about 60 seconds ago, or however long it was. So yeah, let's get our heads around why people choose to buy. So I wanted to come on this morning and talk about the psychology behind buying and what it is that triggers your customers to buy from you. And this is big at this time of year. It's important that your messaging is absolutely on point so that people are considering buying from you. So for those of you that don't know me, because I'm on all of the platforms again this morning, I'm Mandy Nicholson. I'm the creative genius consultant. I'm an artist and an author and a creative retreat owner here in Scotland. And I help women to launch, grow and scale their businesses and make more money. I do that through my courses and programs and one-to-one coaching. And every week I share value with you that will help you think about something in your business right now that you may need to do differently in order to generate more sales. So today we're looking at the psychology of sales. And I'm going to start by saying new statistics that came out, I think, beginning of this year, said that people need to see your product or service between 33 and 40 times before they make a decision to buy it. So you've got to be highly visible. So that's the first psychology. And I recognize this in myself, and you probably recognize it in yourself. So this is worth thinking about. When you're getting emails, and you'll be on numerous email lists, you'll be on numerous other things. So when you're seeing things coming in your inbox in email, when you're seeing things going through your news feed on Facebook, you will not buy it the first time you see it. You'll notice it, maybe like what it is, the product or service, but you'll let it go by. And then you might see it again and again. But if you hesitated and looked at it, particularly if it's on your Facebook newsfeed, they're going to show it to you again and again, because they recognize that repetition serves, and that getting it in front of people again and again is what's going to start to trigger the emotional reaction on the buying process. Now, there are three emotions that we experience when we are choosing to buy. So this is what your customer is going to go through. They're either buying for pleasure, or instant gratification. They're buying through fear of missing out, through fear that they won't succeed if they don't buy this thing, and through guilt. So sometimes we buy over expensive things for people because we feel guilty. Pleasure is often the primary emotion of the three that customers feel when they are purchasing something. For all of you creatives out there, this is really important to know. Yeah, that pleasure. There's a couple of sides to this, to pleasure. And the first one is, obviously, we enjoy some things that we love, and we're going to buy things that we love. We also enjoy getting a good deal or finding that perfect item for our home or as a gift for somebody. So think about your buying signals and think about that pleasure emotion, because that's what your copy needs to convey to your customers. What is it that they're going to experience when they buy your product or service? Now, that doesn't matter if you are doing programs, coaching, that sort of thing, as well as creative products. It doesn't matter what you're selling. It's about channeling that emotional buy-in signal from your customers. So you'd think, wouldn't you, then it would be really easy for creatives, because we've got these amazing products that make people feel good, that make the homes look amazing, paintings and craft products, but actually not necessarily very good at marketing. So here's some more statistics. I hate sharing statistics because, you're probably not very interested in them, but actually they underline why we need to do certain things. You can be the best artist in the world with fantastic work and no good at marketing and not sharing it, and you won't make any sales. And you can be a mediocre artist to even less than that, a bad artist who's fantastic at marketing, and you will have a successful business, because sales is 90% marketing and 10% talent. 90% marketing and 10% talent. So if you think about that, you've got to be seen 33 to 40 times before somebody will buy. You've got to spend 90% of your time on marketing and 10% on your talent. It puts a lot of pressure on you as an artist. Those are the statistics. However, if you get your marketing on point and speak directly to that pleasure emotion that people, I don't want you to market with guilt and fear, because that's not, and lots of people do. Let's just say this out loud, shall we? Lots of people use fear and guilt in their marketing. Perhaps you're going to be a bad parent if you don't use my product for your children because it's going to make them safe. People do use that in their marketing strategy. The fear of missing out. So this course is available only until the end of the month, and after that, and if you don't do it, your business won't be where you need it to be. Lots of people use that tactic as well. But the pleasure emotion is the biggest one that we experience when we're buying. I want you to think about how you felt the last time you bought something for yourself that you truly loved, be it a piece of jewelry, a piece of art, a new piece of furniture or decoration for your home, maybe a new Christmas tree. Think about that pleasure signal, that emotion that you felt of buying that beautiful thing, the perfect thing that you really wanted. It makes you feel good. That's what you've got to convey to your customers. And it's very easy for me to sit here and say this, and it can be really difficult. You can be really creative and really struggle when it comes to using this to sell to your customers. So, and the reason I really wanted to talk about this today was this is so important to your business. And I mean so important to your business that I've changed my 5-day challenge to really focus in on this messaging to the customer, knowing who your customer is, knowing how you want them to feel, knowing which triggers and emotions to tap into. And my new 5-day challenge, which starts in January, 14th of January. So I'll drop the link underneath this live. If you're not signed up, do sign up, because it's all brand new. Yeah, it's about the messaging to your customer and how you get highly visible and you start appearing on their newsfeed all the time or in their email box with the right message, triggering that emotion of pleasure. So, how's that making you feel? Can you make a comment as to what you think you're doing at the moment and what you think you're missing out on. Yeah. So your customers will always have a couple of ways of looking at, purchase decisions. As well as the pleasure function. I'll just see if anybody's made any comments there. No comments. You're all really quiet today, which is fine. You can be quiet if you want to. Part of our mindset when we're buying is that we're looking at short-term benefits, so instant gratification, immediate pleasure, and long-term benefits. So if you were buying a washing machine, you'd want to know how long of a guarantee you got on that product. Yeah. So the long-term benefit, I need to get a wider reach, new people on Facebook, etc. Yes, you do. Your reach is everything. Your network is everything. More people, but we'll talk about that as well in my 5-day challenge. So you've got the pleasure, you've got the 33 times, and now you've got the short-term instant gratification, long-term benefits, something that I'm buying as an investment, or something that I'm buying that is functional, that needs to last a certain amount of time, because I don't want to be buying it all the time. I'm still trying to find my niche. That's important. Share exactly what you're struggling with in the comments, and I'll see whether I can have a think about that. But yeah, long-term benefits are something that you're going to invest in. Like I say, a washing machine, you want to know that you're going to get 10 years out of it. You don't want to be buying a washing machine every year, do you? If you were going to invest in an expensive piece of art, you'd want a package with that, a certificate of authenticity, to know the artist that it's come from, to know the value of it and the value of the artist's other work, and to know that that's going to be an investment that you're making in art that you can pass on generationally. So you've got to position yourself. Are you instant gratification, or are you long-term investment when you are selling? So if you're selling, like me, the Creative Mastermind is a high ticket course, but it's 12 months working with me, and that is going to sort your business for the long. It's an investment. It's not an instant gratification purchase. Whereas if you bought a pack of 3 cards from me, or my book for a tenner, that's instant gratification, something that you want or need in that moment. So I want you to think about what you're selling in those 2 ways. Think about the pleasure emotion and selling to the pleasure emotion, and then the visibility. So those are your 3 points. Visibility, hitting that pleasure emotion with your copy, and are you instant gratification, or are you long-term benefits? When you start to think in that way in your business, it helps you to narrow down your copy so that it really hits home. Remember, 90% marketing. So there's some homework for you this week as we come up to Christmas. Think about what you are offering up in this season that people are going to be buying for Christmas presents, etc. And think about that pleasure emotion and writing your copy accordingly. So I will see you on Tuesday again next week, normal time, in the normal place, 11 o'clock Tuesday. And who knows what the topic will be next week. Have a great week. Enjoy Christmas shopping if you're doing some. And remember, what's triggering when you're buying? Don't overbuy. I'll see you then.